Greetings and welcome to Back Talk with Miss Treasure. Of course, I'm the lovely Miss Treasure, and treasures are hard to find. I thank God for waking me up this morning on everything that I love and for having a beautiful, beautiful day. Yes, indeed. I really appreciate everything that God does for me. We must remember to treat people in the way that we want to be treated at any given time. Yes. Yes, indeed. Happy Sunday. Yes. Happy Sunday. So much I want to say today, but I'm going to make it short and sweet. We're going to talk about reciprocation. And it's the act of reciprocating, doing something in response to an action in a way that corresponds or is somehow equivalent to that action. For example, positive reciprocity would be smiling at someone and receiving a smile back. Biblically speaking, do unto others as you would have done unto you. Yes, indeed. We must be mindful of how we treat people, because if they're providing you with their all, then maybe we shouldn't provide a person with our all unless we know for a fact that they are truly on board with what is about to transpire. Maybe moving to the next level, or just even getting to know a person. If I treat you well, why wouldn't you want to treat me well? It's just common sense. But in the world that I live in, because some people may live in a different world, I know that I want people to treat me accordingly. If I say good morning to you, I would appreciate if you said good morning back to me. But once I find out that you're not on the same boat that I'm on, then I'm going to jump ship. Of course I'm going to be able to swim to land. I'll just leave you out there in the deep. Yes, reciprocation is very important. In any relationships, oftentimes people, especially men, are often afraid of relationships for whatever reason. But reciprocation is paramount. Very, very, very important. That's why I use the word paramount. It's Back Talk with Miss Treasure, and of course I am the lovely Miss Treasure, and treasures are hard to find. Me, I always treat people accordingly. If they give me their ass to kiss, then I'm going to give them mine to kiss. No, I'm just kidding. I'll just walk away and try to be mindful of who I let into my little small circle. But everybody knows that reciprocation is very important. That's just like me coming to your home and I bring you some wine. And you don't even offer me any of the wine. Or you come to my house and you bring me nothing as a gift. You have got to be kidding me. But we'll help you to get your reciprocation skills up to par. But I must keep in mind that some people do for other people what they won't do for the next person, I should say. We pick and choose. Yeah. We pick and choose how we want to conduct business. Yeah, it's sad. Yes, indeed. Very sad. The soul has no secret that the behavior does not reveal. I'll say it again. The soul has no secret that the behavior does not reveal. You can ponder on that one, sleep on it if you will. The ones who lead with their body carries the most demons. Something to think about once again. Reciprocation. Is it wise to share our body with people that we're not really sure of? That would be the proper word to use, sure of. But some people will mislead you. So when we lead with our bodies, we carry the most demons. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's sad. But remove sex from a relationship and you'll discover that a lot of people have nothing else to offer. I'm glad that's not me. I bring a lot to the table. But am I going to wait for you to sit down at the table so that you can receive the many things that I have to offer? Reciprocation. I don't need to offer anything if you're not going to reciprocate it. Does that mean that I'm doing tit for tat? No way. It's life, honey. That's just like if I'm living with someone. Okay, I don't want to use that. That's not a good example. Living with someone. Everybody wants to test drive something. It could be one's mind, soul, and body. They test drive it. And then once they've gotten what they want, they may go the other way. So that means they did not reciprocate. You love them. They don't love you. They already know they had a plan in mind, but you thought they were on the up and up. That's why we need to have discernment. I have great discernment. Sometimes I don't use it. Oh my God, that's not a good thing. So that means that I've gotten distracted again. And that my dreams to go after people, trying to impress them, that was never my thing. But I see that's what's going on. I was out to brunch today. Beautiful, beautiful day, I should say. Oh my God, I thank God for everything. We take things for granted too. But let something not fall in place as we want it to. Maybe we can't find that toothbrush, but why would it be lost? Maybe we're moving too fast. That's just an example. I've never lost my toothbrush. Once I lose a toothbrush, I don't look for it. I just go and get another one. And it's not far away. You're getting distracted again. You got dreams to go after, not people to impress. It's time to get back on track. Wasted time? We don't have a lot of time to waste. And some people may say, oh, age. No, not at all. That's what you say. Because oftentimes we see young people leaving the earth abruptly. Deep. Everybody worries about self and not other people. Me, I try to take in consideration both parties. I'm always going to look after me. And I'm going to put my best foot forward when conducting business with the opposite sex. But I'll have deep questions to ask. Reciprocation once again. Treating people in the manner in which you want to be treated. So if you're looking for bullshit and you know that the other person is not looking for that, then leave them alone. Carry on your bullshit with somebody else. There's plenty of people who are set up for bullshit. They're set up for it. I'll say it again, and I always say this pretty much. If I tell you that I'm looking for something that's built on a strong foundation that's going to lead to marriage, not just booty calls and sexual endeavors, who wants to do that? It could be fun for the moment, but somebody's going to catch feelings at some point in time. Unless you set your mind up and say, when I go into this, I'm definitely not going to reciprocate whatever this person has going on. I'm going to get what I want and move out. But will you be blessed and highly favored? It will appear so. But then we'll have to reap what we sow. Yes. Reaping what we sow. Oh my goodness. Yes, indeed. Do we create our own demise? Of course. Of course we create our own demise. Gotta be kidding me. We create our own demise. But we should be grateful that we have a forgiving God that's always forgiving if we only ask. I call it atonement. Some people say repentance. atonement. Like if you wronged me or I wronged you, I'm going to try and make it my business to say, you know what, I apologize for that little thing I did. I'm sorry. That's what I'm going to do. And so if you wrong me, you don't have the ability to come to me and say, oh, you know, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have led you on. I shouldn't have told you that hot ass lie. I know I went up for nothing but trying to do whatever I can get or get whatever I wanted from you. I'm sure it's happened to all of us. You can admit it now and set yourself free. Reciprocation. Once we find out that a person is not going to show us what we show them, then we probably should go ahead and move on. I shouldn't use the word probably, because that's a strong word in this case. Reciprocation is the act of reciprocating, doing something in response to an action in a way that corresponds or is somehow equivalent to the action. The example again is an example of positive reciprocity. I struggle with the word right there. We'll be smiling at someone and receiving a smile back. That's reciprocation. Me shaking your hand and you shaking my hand back. Yes. Biblically speaking, it's do unto others as you would have them have done unto you. But we have become a foolish generation of people. We think that we have forever. We don't. We don't have forever. You're going to be 40 and think that you're going to have more days on the earth. But God is the only one that has your number. Mine as well. I'm not just talking about you. I'm talking about anybody that's listening. We have to be mindful and do the right thing at all times. Yes. Very mindful. Sometimes we look over stuff, you know. We got to just start looking at things for what they are. Because you may like this man or this woman, and they're giving you all the signs, but sometimes we'll blind ourselves. And act as if we didn't see that little shit that they did, that we knew that we were not accepting of. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. But life is short. And we don't want to feel like we've wasted time with somebody. But if people were only truthful, just being truthful saves everybody a lot of time. And I don't like when people don't give me choices. You have to tell me what you're thinking so that I can make a wise decision that is accepting to me. Because you may tell me something that I do not want to engage in. But you took me there. Now I'm mad as a bitch. Don't take me nowhere that I don't want to go without my knowledge of the activity that's going to take place. It's back to all of Miss Treasure. I am the lovely Miss Treasure, and treasures are hard to find. Yes, indeed. Yes. Sometimes guys don't want to be affiliated with the women. Okay, we'll throw the women in there too. Women don't want to be affiliated with men who can't even tell a simple truth. Where you going at? Going to get gas. You really didn't get gas because you're lying. If we can't trust a person with the small things, why would we trust them with big things? And sometimes we just settle. Settling. Oh my goodness, I think I've settled before. Yeah. Hey. Ooh. Hey. Remember, we have to keep a peace of mind.
Because when somebody disrupts our peace, it's another form of distraction. Don't let nobody take you down through there. Standing on business. Boom. Well, somebody said, I ain't standing on business one day. I said, And I said, what the bleep? And then I said, you know what? I done got sidetracked. How did that happen? And then I had to reflect. And I said, you know what? I think they right. So I had to get back on track. Oftentimes, sometimes I should say, not often. I ain't with the fuck shit. But I get sidetracked. Usually that occurs when I'm not obeying what God has planned for my life. Because I know that He's the best of planners. Although I plan, I know that He is the best of planners. And He's made me a smart woman. And I'm not showing queen attributes sometimes. I said sometimes. That's not all the time. We're over it right now. That means that I backtracked. That means that I was making 1,000 steps forward and then I took 500 steps backwards. And I said, oh my goodness, now I got to catch up. I ain't for that. So if somebody's not reciprocating what you have for them and they can't display it back to you, we need to tell them to kick rocks. Yes, indeed. Yes. Sometimes we meet people who don't even love themselves. One example of not loving oneself is the inability to tell the truth. And they can't even remember what the fuck they said. Once you tell a lie, you got to add to it or subtract from it and all that good stuff. That's why I try to tell the truth at any given moment. Because if I have to replay something back, I'm going to tell you exactly what I said previously. Because I'm not into lying. And a lot of people don't like people who tell the truth. Hey. Got my little H-Town. Ooh. Hey. Hey. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, that's one thing. People can't tell the truth. Won't tell the truth. I don't care if it was going to knock them in the head and kill their ass. They won't tell you the truth. I can't stand people who keep telling me about peace. We all want peace. If you want peace in your life, why would you bring ruckus into someone else's life? And everybody thinks they're smarter than everybody, you know. It's some hot mess out here. It's a hot mess. It's hot. Yeah. It's back to all Miss Treasure. I am the lovely Miss Treasure. And guess what? Treasures are hard to find. Hey. But we just want reciprocation whenever we're dealing with a person. That's the key to this podcast today. It's about show and tell, honey. You show me, I'm going to show you. But it's so easy these days because some people will do things for certain people. We already know that. But we can alleviate some of the problems that we bring upon ourselves by just seeking God's guidance, discernment. We can see when something is not right. And then we'll keep moving towards that thing irregardless to what God has put on our mind and say, hey, you know that ain't right. Back it up. They run a game. game. Yeah. It's hard to find somebody out of this cold, cold world. Because oftentimes people are looking and they're never satisfied. You can check that podcast out too. Never satisfied, undetected. Yeah. Date them all. But I try to date one person at a time. Because if I date somebody, then you know I'm serious-minded. Hey. Boom. Hey. But I don't know. I think it's going to take something dreadful to occur in the world where people see people for who they truly are. For who they truly are. Yes. Hey. Hey. Ooh. We got an H-Town vibe up in here, baby. One thing I know for sure is if you're able to make self happy, that you have rid your body, mind, and soul of the things that have occurred in the past, and then you keep it moving. Yes, indeed, you have done what you needed to do. But don't let nobody steal your joy or peace. If they can't reciprocate what you're doing, or give you what you require in your life, but they want you to do this and they don't want to do that, then hey, it ain't gonna work. Positive energy is all that we need. Sometimes I get sick and tired of hearing the positive energy. It's just ridiculous when you know you don't have positive energy. Come on now. But I'm about to tell my friends something. This is tell your friends. Hey, it's the weekend. Oh my goodness. We're going to change up the vibe a little bit. Boom. We're looking for reciprocation. If you're not receiving it, you know the person ain't for you. I don't know how God got me out here in these streets with my cute little ass. And I really don't have anybody as far as a man, which is, I guess, great at the moment. Because, as I stated before, he is the best of planners. And so he must have something special for a sister. Because I'm a special type of sister. I'm devoted to whatever I put my foot forward to do. And God knows this. Whatever I strive to do, I try to do it to the best of my ability. And if I've given you any type of love, you'll remember me on everything that you love. Oh my goodness, happy Sunday. It's Fact Talk with Miss Treasure. And I am the lovely Miss Treasure.